Confused by negative numbers? In the next 10 minutes, I'll show you a simple number line trick that makes addition and subtraction with negatives easy. Let's go. First, let's draw a number line. The most important number is 0. It's the center. To the right of 0 are positive numbers. These are regular numbers. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 fingers, or I have 7 oranges, etc. To the left of 0 are negative numbers, numbers less than 0. For example, -1, -2, -3, -4, etc. Here's an example. You have $5 on your phone, and you called your friend in another country, and the call cost $7. You spent $2 more than you had, so your balance becomes -$2. To sum up, positive numbers to the right of 0, negative numbers to the left of 0. Simple, right? Now, here's the rule that makes everything easy. When we are adding, we always moving right. And when we are subtracting or taking away, we always moving to the left. That's it. Remember this and you'll never get confused. Let's try it. In first case, we are subtracting bigger number from smaller number. First example, 5 minus 9. Start at 5. We are subtracting, so move left 9 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We land at -4. Notice, we crossed 0 and ended up negative. Another one. 3 minus 8. Start at 3. Move left 8 steps. Land on -5. And one more. 1 minus 10. Start at 1, move left 10 steps, and we ended up at -9. See the pattern? Second case. Adding a big positive number to a small negative. Example. -3 plus 9. Start at -3. We're adding, so move right 9 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we ended up at 6. Start at negative, end at positive, because we moved right far enough to cross the 0. Another. -7 plus 10. Start at -7, move right 10 steps. We got 3. And one more. -15 plus 20. But how do we solve this? If we don't have numbers like -15, we can draw a very simple number line. The most important thing is to draw 0. Next thing that we have to understand is where on the number line lays -15. -15 is less than 0, so it will be on the left side. We are adding, so we will move right. And we will move right 20 steps. So 15 to 0 and 5 more after the 0. So after adding 20, we will end up in positive side at 5. So you can always draw such miniature version of the number line to solve such problems. Now let's move to third case. In third case, we will be adding small positive number to big negative number. For example, -9 plus 4. Start at -9. And since we add, we move right 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we end up at -5. We didn't have enough steps to cross the 0, so we still ended up in negative side. Let's try one more. -15 plus 7. Let's draw the mini number line. We first have to draw 0, then -15 is to the left. So we have 15 steps to 0. But we are only going right 7 steps. So we end up at -8. For example, we have -60. And we are adding 24. First, always draw 0. Then we are drawing first number. -60 is negative number, so it will be to the left of 0. Then we are adding 24. So we are going right 24 steps. If we have 60 steps to the 0, but we only went for 24, we can simply subtract 24 from 60 to know how much steps left. It will be 36 steps, and since we are on the left, this will be negative number. So we got -36. In fourth case, we will be subtracting positive number from negative number. For example, -4 -5. We start at -4. And we subtracting 5, so we going left 5 more steps. So we already had 4 steps left from the 0, and we went for 5 more steps left. So we end up at -9. One more example. -16 -6. We had the number -16. It is on the left because it is a negative number. And we are subtracting 6. Every time we are subtracting, we are going left on the number line. So if we subtract 6, we are going further from the 0. So we will end up at -22. It won't be -10. It will be -22. Another one. -5 -11. Can be seen as adding two negative numbers. For example, we spent $5,000 and then we spent 11 more. This way, we spent altogether $16,000. Don't forget to draw the number line. First of all, we always draw 0. Then we had -5. We are going left for 11 steps. And we end up at -16. These are 4 most important cases, but there are 2 more that we also have to learn. So case number 5 is when we are adding negative number to the positive number. For example, we have 6 and we are adding -10. So what we have to understand is that if we have plus then minus, it is the same as if we just have minus. Let's draw the number line. Draw 0. So we had 6 steps to go to the 0 and 4 more because we have to go for 10 steps. And we'll end at -4. Let's try one more. 10 plus minus 7. As I said before, it is the same as if we are simply make minus 7. So 10 minus 7 is 3. And let's look at the case 6. It's when we are subtracting negative number. For example, 8 minus 4. When we are subtracting, we are going left. But we have second minus, so it's kind of reverse. So just remember the rule. If we have two minuses in a row, it simply means plus. 8 plus 4, which equals 12. And one more. Minus 20 minus 36. First of all, if we have two minuses in a row, it will be simply plus. Minus 20 plus 36. And to solve this, we can again draw the number line. First of all, we are drawing 0. We had minus 20. And we went for 36 steps to the right. Why to the right? Because plus. Because we are adding. So 36 is more than 20. That means that we will cross the 0. 20 steps here and 16 more here because we are adding 36. So we will end up at 16. So let's recap. Adding, move right. Subtracting, move left. No matter where we started. First, draw your number line, then draw 0, then draw the number when you started, for example 6, and then draw the direction that you are going. For example, if we are subtracting, we are going left. If we are adding, we are moving right. Remember this rule and negative numbers become simple. Want to practice? I've created a worksheet with 20 problems, from easy to hard, with full solutions. It's a $5 a month for this and all future worksheets. Link in the description. If this helped you, hit subscribe. I post new lessons every week. See you next time.